Yeah, in sorrow after sorrow, it is his steps that press upon my heart, and it is the golden touch of his feet that makes my joy to shine. So here, that is in sorrow after sorrow is sometimes you will have too many problems in life. When you come out of one problem, the next problem will crop up. So you will have one after another. So when even the poet Tagore has faced many problems, he says, the when I was that is when the poet was in trouble, God comes along with his people in danger and darkness. He comes to the point, that is, God comes to the point when he was in trouble and blesses him and gives him confidence, courage to fight back. So the confidence or the courage that you get when you are in problems, so that is God, the courage that you get to fight back the problems. So that courage is God, that boldness is God, which we fail to understand. And the touch that you get, maybe the healing touch, your mother's touch, that could be your mother's touch, or that could be your father's touch, who comes and tells you that, okay, no problem, leave it, this is after all a silly problem, just forget it. So the consoling words or the touch, that is golden touch. Someone comes and they touch you, and the person tells you, forget that problem. So that touch is God's touch. So God comes in different forms, even when you were in sorrows. So the courage that comes in your heart, the boldness, is God. So the fragrant days of sunny April is when you are happy, God comes. Even when you are sad, gloomy, sorrow, He comes. He comes in the meaning. He is always with us, but we fail to understand that truth. So that's all. That's the poem about. I believe that you'll have a good understanding. So this is actually the theme. Tagore asks, that is how the poem begins. Have you ever, I believe you remember the line, have you not heard his silent steps? That silent steps. So he has, we do not know. He is with us. That's why he says his steps are silent. Silent steps. Have you not heard his silent steps? So Tagore asked his readers whether they have ever experienced the constantly approaching silent steps, regardless of age and time. So that is the question. Have you ever experienced? So this is the question. Have you ever experienced God? Have you ever felt the presence of God? Have you ever felt? This is a question I'm asking you. Have you ever felt the presence of God? Yes? Okay. In his songs, Tagore, regardless of his mood of mind, that is, we know he has written many songs. So, in all his songs, regardless of his mood of mind, sometimes he might be, angry, sometimes he might be happy, sad, but Tagore felt his sympathetic presence in all his different moods. Mood swings Tagore has experienced or felt God's sympathetic presence. The silent steps approach regardless of the place and season. So even when you were in some other place or some other season, regardless of place and time, He is there always with us, everywhere. He comes to the point when he is in trouble and fills his heart with blessings, and with his touch of feet rescues him out of the plight. So when we touch his feet, when we touch God's feet, you must believe that all your troubles will be erased, will be deleted, or will be removed from your life. So that feel, you must have that belief in God. So that touch will rescue you out of the plight is situation. This is a theme of the poem. The main focus of the poem is the Almighty God. So the poem is about God. God, He is known in different names, known by different epithets. Sometimes we call Him Allah, sometimes call Him God, Bhagavan, Creator, Soul of the universe, etc. So He has got different names. These are the different names that we call God. He visits his creation, that is the earth, all the time and does not let them suffer alone in their miseries. He will never people to suffer alone in their misery. So when we suffer, when we struggle, now we have this